Hi everyone, today is Wednesday and it is 9/11 and it's kind of a weird day today. It's, because we all remember what happened on 9/11 and it seems like every year at this time we all kind of hold our breath and just keep our fingers crossed. And anyways, I just hope we all stay safe, and my prayers are with all of those who lost loved ones on 9/11, and I just pray that it never happens again. So anyways, on that note, I'm just going to show you my little haul that I got. I went to the doctor's office yesterday with my husband, and we just happened to be in the area of TJ Maxx and Sally's Beauty Supplies. So, of course, I had to make a little, excuse to go into TJ Maxx and Sally's. But I didn't get anything at TJ Maxx. I was in there looking for Alex and Annie bracelets, and all they had were, saints and, like football teams and stuff like that, and so I didn't get any. But anyways, at Sally's, I got China Glaze, and look at the color of this, guys. It's almost like that holographic stuff. It's gold, but it's got like green and blue kind of mixed in there too, and it's called Rare and Radiant, number 1164. And then I got another China Glaze, and this one's called No Plain Jane, and it's number 1166. And look at that. It's like a brownish color, and then it has the purple in it, and I just thought that was the neatest thing. And I'll wear both of these in the fall. I don't care. If I like them, I'm the one who has to look at them. So anyways, so that's that. Oh, and when you buy 2 China Glaze at Sally's this week, you get free eyelashes from Ardell. So I got the Invisiband, the babies, because I have such little skimpy eyelashes, so I got the babies. So anyways, I just figured, what the heck, it's fun. Then my reason for going there was for the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. And I remember using this stuff back in the 70s when I was in high school. And I remember, like, if I'd get a zit or something on my face, I'd put it on there and just kind of like sleep with it overnight. And, of course, it would turn into hard, like concrete. And by the next day, it would be like all shrunk down and practically gone. So I love this stuff. Look at that. It's green clay, and it smells like mint. It smells like spearmint? Kind of like spearmint, but you can smell a little bit of sulfur in there too. So I think that's why they put the spearmint in there. And let's see, what's in it? No animal testing, no animal ingredients, no... Oh, that's in some other language. Where does it say the ingredients? It doesn't. I guess I have to go online and see what's in it. But anyways, it says absorbs excess oil, rinses away blackheads, and helps minimize the appearance of pores. So that sounds good to me, Anyways, so that's what I got at Sally's, and that and the 2 nail polishes. Then over at Walmart, I got another Wet n Wild, and this is in the Color Icon collection, and it is called Petal Pusher. It's the Petal Pusher palette, and that's what that looks like. And you got the definer, the crease, the definer, the crease, the eyelid, and the brow bone. on each side. Whoops. So, some of them have a little bit of sparkles in them, and others are kind of matte. I like this color right here. And I do like that one too. Actually, I have that one on today. And I have this up on my brow bone, and I kind of mixed them all up, and I got that swept on top of this in the on the lid and in the crease. I just kind of make up my own little rules. It tells you how to do it on the back, but you know how when we get playing. So I got that. Then I got the Hard Candy blush, and it's called Living Doll, number 125. And I have that on today. And that's what that looks like. Really pretty pink. It's like a baby pink almost, but it's just, it gives you that, you know how the tiki gives you that glow across your cheeks? Well, this does it without putting this on top, because it's already got it in the blush. Because it's like, see it? Whoops. See? It gives you that really pretty glow over the baby pink, and I really like it. So, okay. Then I got the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Eyeshadow in Smouldering Plum, number 556. And this is a, ooh, it looks like that. And then it's got this little thing that goes on top of it to like tamp it down, I guess. But look how much is in the cap. So this is the kind of one that you don't want to put in your purse. You just want to kind of keep it on your makeup table, because it's very pigmented. Look at, but it's a really pretty, like, deep purple with kind of like a, how would I describe that? Like a burnished, bronzy copper, like, sheen to it, and it's just kind of pretty for the, you know, for this time of the year. L'Oreal Invisalift Serum Absolute, and this is in the color Fair, number 120, and it's one of the ones that you go like that. And I'm going to just put a little, just to show you what it looks like. See, there's the color right there. And I'm just going to wipe that off. Then I got some Wet n Wild 907C. And I wish they'd give these things a color. Mauve, yeah, it does have a color. Mauve Outta Here, it's called. And it's a mauvey pink. And it's I'll show you what that looks like. It's a little bit darker than what I usually wear, but I think I'm going to go a little darker now that it's fall. So that's what that looks like. A little, kind of matches my fuchsia on my little top here. Alright, let me wipe that off now. And then I got the two color tattoos in the Maybelline. Okay, this one's the Bailey branded. And I'm kind of late getting on the bus with this one, guys. Everybody else has had this for about a year. And I'm just getting on board with it. So, looks like that. And then, I've heard Kelly McKelly talk about this. And it's the Bad to the Bronze. So I finally got this, Kelly. And, let's see. that's what that looks like. Really pretty. And this stuff here, the reason they call it 24 hour is you put it on and it ain't coming off unless you take it off with like an eye makeup remover because it stays on all day. It doesn't crease. It's waterproof. It just, I really like it. So that's the Bad to the Bronze Color Tattoo by Eyeshadow, which is by Maybelline. And I'll show you what the front looks like. See, this one is, it says Eyeshadow. And this one says this is a metallic one, the Barely Branded. See, it says metal on the bottom where this one doesn't. Okay. And then I bought some of this Revlon Quick Dry Base Coat to put on before I put my nail polish on. Just because sometimes I have, like, if I buff them down, I'm okay, but I'm getting, like, ridges in my fingernails, like, going up. So I have to buff them with one of those spongy things with the grit on it, the fine grit, to get them smooth so I can put nail polish on and you know, so that you can't see the ridges. So I actually should have gotten a ridge filler, but I got a quick dry base coat because whenever I try to use a base coat, when I put the nail polish over it, it goes on like it kind of, it's sticky and it doesn't go on smooth. So I'm going to try this one because it's a quick dry before I put my actual nail polish on. So that's the Revlon Quick Dry Base Coat. Okay, and that is it, guys. That's my Sally haul, and I think tonight I'm going to put this mask on and see if it works as good as it did when I was a kid, you know, a pimply kid. No, I didn't really have that many pimples in high school. You know when I started getting them? In my 20s and 30s. And I was a picker, and I remember I would pick and squeeze and all so bad that, like if we were going to a cookout or something, my poor husband at the time, you know, would be going to a cookout and would be, you know, getting all dressed and everything, and I'd be in the bathroom like squeezing a pimple and putting stuff on it, and I'd have myself in tears. And I'd say, I'm not going looking like this. I can't go. Because I couldn't even cover it up. And I went to dermatologist after dermatologist, and I would make a pimple out of it. If I had like a little speck, I see something. And I have had to learn to keep my fingers away from my face unless I see something like, you know, something that's right there and ready to, you know, pop out, or like a little blackhead or something like that that you can, you know, like on your nose that you can just go poof and it's out of there. But I found that using, and everybody's going to say, I know, you shouldn't use hot, you know, face cloths on your face. But I get the face cloth as hot as I can stand it and wring it out. And I have to be careful when I wring it out because it's so hot. I just use my Purity Made Simple. I already have that all foamed up on my face. And I take the hot face cloth and just wipe as hard as I can. Yep, as hard as I can. I'm really rough on my face. But it gets all the dead skin off. It just pulls the nubby face cloths, you know, the cheap ones you get at Walmart. Those. And it kind of like pulls all the crap out of your pores. If you have any large pores, it just kind of catches on there and just pulls it out. And ever since I started using this method, guys, I haven't had any problem with breaking out, blackheads, anything. And I swear it's just using the Purity Made Simple. In the summertime, I don't even use, what do you call it, moisturizer. And then I just buy this cheap Equate, which is the equivalent to the Oxy Clinical. And it's got 2% salicylic acid, works all day, oil control, blah, 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 deep pore cleanser. it says compared to Oxy Spot Treatment. And this is the Oxy Advanced Treatment Pads, clinical. And I'm trying to use this up before I use this because I've had this for a while. And yeah, these pads have like a little texture on them where the I used to use the Noxzema pads, but since I've switched over to this, not a problem with my face, nothing. Now these pads, with the the Equate brand, they're very, very thin. Matter of fact, this is 2. Let me just, okay. And it doesn't have any texture on it, and they're very thin. But I just take one of these, I squeeze all the stuff out of, until so it's not dripping. And then I just go over my whole face with it and get in all the little nooks and crannies. Let the liquid that's still on your skin dry. And I just kind of like fan it, go to bed, no moisturizer, nothing. No eye creams, no nothing. And I've had the best luck with my skin. In the summer I don't get dry anyways because of the humidity and the heat. In the winter I start using my Hope in a Jar by Philosophy, and they have a Hope in a Jar sensitive skin too, which is good. But that's all I've been doing, and I really, luckily, knock on wood, I haven't had those problems that I had in my 20s and 30s. I did get it in my 40s too, because I'll tell you, I'm a slow learner, guys. I hadn't, you know how you get stuck on one product, and whether it works or not, if you like the packaging, if you like the, the smell of it, you get hooked on it. And it's really not doing the job, but, you like the way it looks on your dresser or something like that. No more. I'm going for the, I don't care if it's drugstore brand, I don't care if it's Walmart brand. If it works for me, that's what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, I've saved so much money buying this, and it works better than anything I have tried in all of my 58 years. And I don't care, you guys can laugh at me, you can do what you want, but this is what works for me. So if anyone's having problems with their skin breaking out, try the Purity Made Simple and just this, while the warm weather's here. Let me know if your skin clears up. It just works for me. And then I have the little Oxy, I think Oxy 5 or something, that you put on the pimples. It's in a little tube. Like if I do get like a little bump ready to come out, put it on there and it clears it up and it's dried up by the next day. So, anyways, guys, I hope you're all having a great Wednesday. I had to think there for a minute. Today is Wednesday? Yes, it is. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday. I just sent my daughter's baby clothes to Sweden, the ones that I showed you guys the other day. And it was funny because I got all the way up to the post office, all the way, which is a long way from my house. I mean, you have never seen the length of the other end of my street that you have to, take to get out onto the main roads. So it takes me about 15-20 minutes to get to the post office if I go fast and if I don't get behind anybody. I get all the way up there. I had my box. I have everything packed nice and neat in the box and everything. And I forgot to put the address on the box, so I had to use the postmaster's phone to call home and ask my husband to look it up in our little black phone book what Nicole's address was. And then, so the postmaster gives me the little form, the customs form. And I totally screwed that up. And then he had to give me another one. And he must have been thinking, wow, she gets here without the address that she sent it to. And then she totally screws up the shipping label and the customs label. And finally I got it right. And plus, you know what I was worrying about? I had Quigley out in the car because he loves to go for a ride. And when I say I'm going to the post office, he gets so excited because he knows he's going to sit there and see all the people coming in and out, and he loves it. So I was worried about him being out in the car. Meanwhile, I'm in there screwing up because I'm thinking about what's going on out in the car instead of what I'm doing, as always. My mind's always someplace else. And you know how they say if you leave your dog out in the car in the, on a hot day, and it's like 84 today, and they say it could be like 20 degrees hotter in the car, so I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm in here, it's going to be 104, and that dog's going to be dead by the time I get out. And then I heard him howling. I could hear him through the walls. He's out there, oh, whoa, 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 like that. And I taught him how to howl. And like when he was a puppy, these dogs aren't supposed to howl. They bark. And I taught him to howl, and it's like he's been doing it ever since. So when he wants to come in, he'll put his chin right up in the air like a wolf, and he'll go, oh, like that, like he's singing. And if you open the door and he's not ready with his little tune, he'll stand there and finish it before he comes in the door. It's a riot. Oh, look what else I found in the bag. Master Shape by Maybelline. It's in blonde. And this stuff, I got this yesterday too, and it's crappy. As long as it goes. There it is right there. It's a good color. Matches, blends in with my hair. But if you have any little hairs, you get like these waxy little black, brown rather, balls that ball up on the skin. And then when I tried to rub it off, it actually is like a little wax ball buildup. So I'm like, I don't think so. I'm gonna see if there's anybody I know. Yeah. My one person that I know up here, Maureen, down the street. But she might use it. I don't know. She really doesn't use... She's got eyebrows, so I don't know if she'd use this, but... I don't know. Like, watch. If you went outside and you were sweating and you went to wipe, sweat off your face, look at that. Half your eyebrow would be gone. And then wipe it again, the other half's gone. So, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't. No. So, wah, 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 wah. I'll tell you, I just don't know when to shut up. I'm just so excited to be talking to somebody because the only person I see all day is my husband, and he's upstairs doing his own little thing. He's listening to Rush Limbaugh. He's waiting for the UPS man. He's on his computer, and I don't know, he's on eBay. He's always on eBay. And it's like, I talked the postman's ear off. He looked at me like, oh my God, this one doesn't get out much. And I didn't want to tell him different, but I will talk to you soon, and have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.